What is the role of technology and data in the emerging world of service that has so much technology available and continuing to emerge every day? I think there are three critical roles for humans to play as technology and humans work together in serving customers in government, in business, in education, in nonprofits, in our entire society. And the first is this: always remember that the person being served is a human being. And so always be sure to design the interface, design the interaction, design the instructions, design the experience for a human being. A human being is someone who has emotions, they have feelings, they have opinions, they have concerns. And you want to make sure that what you design with technology addresses those and that they feel like they're being treated as the person that they really are. So for example, there was a time a few years ago when I was typing in my name and my password into a site and I got the password wrong. And the screen popped up with a sign that was like, warning, and it said, wrong password. We received an error. I actually felt offended by what was written on that screen. And a few days later, I was on a completely different site and I made the same mistake. I typed in the wrong password. And you know what popped up? Some balloons, and it said, oops, we're sorry. This is not the right password. Would you like to try again? I thought, oh, how nice. I made a mistake, but they're treating me like somebody that they want to take good care of. So whatever the interface is, if you're the person who's designing the technology to serve your customers, remember, your customers are real human beings with real emotions and real feelings, and you want to make sure that you design it to give them a real, humane, positive, encouraging experience. That's number one. Number two, in this world of emerging technology, we will always be migrating our customers from previous manual, previous in-person, previous more, weighted forms of service interaction. And as they become more digital, and as they become more mobile, and as they become more and more and more online, and as they become more digitized and AI infused, we're going to need to migrate those humans from one kind of service to another. And during that migration, during that education, it can be extremely helpful to have a real human being there to help them along. Now, one obvious example that most of your readers will be familiar with is what's going on in financial services, and in particular with consumer banking, where in the past you used to always go to the branch bank and then you'd stand there and you'd wait for the teller over the counter and do your banking. But then came ATM machines, and now you just walk up or you drive up and there's the automatic deposit, etc. And then came online banking, and then came mobile apps. And now more and more is going to become voice activated, etc., or even with biometrics where you can just blink your eyes 3 times and make the purchase, or just put your fingernail on your thumb on something and the fingerprint will recognize that it's you and the transaction is done. But migrating your customers from one way of being served to another more technology-involved way of being served, that's a place where it can be really helpful to have a human being. For example, if you have an older banking customer and you say, oh, just use the app, and they're not comfortable with their phone or doing banking on their phone, imagine having some friendly person say, hi, let me help you and show you how that works. Come, I'll sit together here with you. Come on, bring out your phone. Good. Now we do this and we do that. That's right. Yes. Now press here. Very good. Okay, now go here. Now type in that. See, I know you could figure this out. I'm happy to be here with you to help you enjoy learning how it works. Now let's do this, let's do that. And at the end of that transaction, your service provider can look at that customer and say, you did that so well. I'm sure you're not going to have a problem next time. But if you do, I'll be right here to help you. Now that's a migration from one kind of service with one type of technology to another. And anytime you are going to ask your customers to migrate, that's a place to consider having human participation. The third and final one is anytime there's a problem. If there's something that goes wrong, that doesn't operate as it should, that's sending me the wrong message, that I can't understand, please don't ask me to go to an FAQ. Don't ask me to suddenly talk with a chatbot that doesn't treat me as a person. That's where you want to have a human being pop up, on screen, give me a call, show up in person, whatever it may be, and use that human-to-human contact as an opportunity not only to solve the problem, but to create an even closer emotional connection with your organization.